Hello, hello! Oh, wow. That never ceases to awe me. I mean, that is beautiful, isn't it? I got distracted there, by the way, ladies and gents.
Sometimes what they're doing on other colonies.
Yeah, right?
Uh-huh.
I got distracted there by the beauty of that. But welcome back to Let's Play The Outer Worlds. Welcome to Monarch, and welcome to Stellar Bay.
Everything smells like fish. I just want to enjoy my beer.
A place I really like. I don't know what this guy is on with. He's quite handsome, but he's also a dick, which does tend to go hand in hand, believe me. Anywho, ooh, I won't get away with stealing that. There's too many people around. But this place is huge. It's absolutely friggin' enormous. The outside of Stellar Bay, the inside, there's lots going on here. We've already got missions and things. Hello. All right. How you doing?
You don't look like Sublight. Must be freelance.
Yeah, that's about the size of it. I love your scythe. I want it.
We're not the best equipped.
Really?
Keeps us on our toes.
You look all right to me, man. Not the best equipped? Look at him. Bloody hell. That's not the best equipped? Jesus. Although, to be fair, this place, Stellar Bay, is a quote-unquote free colony. So, it's not,
Just when I thought things couldn't get worse here.
Braxton? What happened to Braxton? Oh, yeah, that's right. We found Braxton, didn't we? He died. He properly Hello? Who are you? Grim. Grim by name, grim by nature? Oh, he's got an eye patch.
Don't think I've seen you around.
No, you haven't.
That means you must be new to Stellar Bay.
You're not that grim.
You here, right?
You seem alright. I'm not here for chit-chat. You seem surprised.
You must have seen those UDL gunships on your way in. There's only 3 of them these days. Still, they tend to scare folk off.
Oh, right, okay. I'm alright. Yeah.
You may not have heard, you being new, but Stellar Bay hardly ever gets off-road traffic.
Yeah.
Us being cut off by the board and all.
Yeah, of course.
Which means I never get to do this part, but I've been practicing, so here goes.
God, he's badly named.
Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest sal tuna in Halcyon. Please state your name for the records.
Alright. Captain, I'm Alex Hawthorne, yes. I'm gonna go for that.
There's one for the logs. I'm even gonna give you your own entry code.
Oh!
I'm not supposed to do that. It's against procedure, but Mr. Sanjar isn't so strict about the rules here.
Okay.
Besides, I got a lot of empty entries to fill.
Grim, I'm getting a vibe from you. Are you flirting with me? I do get that impression from him. Yeah. You're not what I expected to find on Monarch. No, you're not.
Oh, that'll just make Mr. Sanjar's day if you tell him. The board makes up lots of nasty stories about raptidons and cannibals and whatnot.
I'm sure they exist.
That's all outside our walls.
Yes.
Mostly.
Mostly?
We don't get ship traffic in town. Only off-worlders who do make it out here are Sublight. They got a base in Fallbrook.
Yeah.
And thank the stars for them, or we would have run out of Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch years ago.
Oh, how terrible.
Oh, sure. They make Stellar Bay sound like a rotten place.
I bet they do.
So bad. Get a good breeze going, and the sulfur smell mostly covers up the fishy smell.
Nice.
Ah, the nostalgic stench of home. Can't say I miss the day-to-day of living in Edgewater.
Anyway, Mr. Sanjar's got lots to say on that subject. Kinda goes over my head, though.
Who's Mr. Sanjar, then? Okay.
Mr. Sanjar will be mighty pleased to meet you.
Yeah, I'll be pleased to meet Mr. Sanjar, yeah.
Maybe you could tell him I did a bang-up job of welcoming you?
Alright.
And if you're headed that way, maybe you could do me a favor?
Of course. What do you want? Yeah.
I got this Rizzo's Rangers Tossball poster coming in on the next Sublight shipment. Signed by the Black Hole himself.
Oh, wow.
Only I haven't heard
suppose.
anything in a while. You think you could check with Celia to see if it's come in?
Sure. Who's the Black Hole, yeah.
That's Bertie Holcomb. Only one of the greatest Tossball hackers ever.
Okay.
I wonder if he's kin. Dad had family that worked for Rizzo's. I never got to meet them.
Oh, that's interesting.
Everyone's heard of him. Even on Monarch. We still get some of the games. You've been living in a sulfur pit or something?
I've been frozen for 70 years, actually. Yeah.
Oh, you're real funny. Guess I don't feel so bad for missing what goes on in the rest of Stellar Bay.
Nobody's gonna believe me, are they?
Thanks a bunch. Celia works for Mr. Sanjar in the MSI building next to the bar. She's always there, so you can't miss her.
Nobody's gonna fucking believe me about that. That's a running joke, isn't it? And it's gonna happen throughout the bloody game.
I gotta sign you in.
Oh, okay. You do that. Sorry. Bloody hell. It's all very official around here, isn't it? Considering it's a quote-unquote a free colony. You done? You look like you're having trouble there, Grim. Fair enough. What is round here anyway? I love this place. Stellar Bay's really cool, I've got to say. Is anybody watching? Ooh, nobody's watching. I love that. Nobody's watching. Nobody's watching. I feel a little bad about that, actually, because this is a free colony. I'm not stealing from the company. I'm actually stealing from people there, which is a bit shit, you know?
Have you had time to check on that poster yet?
No, not yet.
I'm wondering if it's come in.
It's only been a few minutes, yeah?
It's signed by...
Yeah, okay, I
Everyone's
get
heard of
it.
him.
I get it. Yeah, why is he called the Black Hole?
On account of him being the best hacker who ever played, nothing gets by him. He sucks up every ball that comes his way.
Oh, no, I get it. Maybe word that differently.
Whatever you say, I could talk tossball for hours.
Not me. Yeah, see you in a tick, man. Right, I need to go and get some pills for my drunk friend. She's having a bit of a hard time, so let's go get some caffeine pills for her, shall we?
Smells like wrapped in here.
Oh.
Oh, it does work. I bought some musk from Sebastian to cover up the saltuna smell.
So you want to smell?
Trust me.
Yeah.
Is worse.
You want to smell like a raptidon, do you? Probably not the best, you know? As alternatives go, I'm sure there's better. Hello? What's all this then? This terminal's use is restricted to authorized medical engineers. Unauthorized use will warrant action from your site safety engineer. I'm gonna hack it. Please enter your assigned login credentials. Please select from the following menu options. Patient records. Nyoka. Nyoka Ramnarim Wentworth III. Well, there's an aristo name. There's a bourgeois name if ever there was one. Caffeinoid allotment standard. Medical engineer notes: liver damage, likely the result of prolonged alcoholism. Attitude problems, likely the result of prolonged alcoholism. Frequent social withdrawal, likely the result of prolonged alcoholism. Yes. Increased caffeinoid. Oh, we can mess with them. Oh, should we? Yeah, let's do it. High warning, excessive caffeinoid consumption may lead to side effects such as irritability, fatigue, uncontrollable bowel movements, nausea, and death. Warning, caffeinoid storage is approaching critical levels. Resupply. Okay, fine. Let's go back to the patient records. Elias! Oh, I'm not on here, am I? No. Return to root. Data storage? Ooh, hello. Notes from experiments as conducted by Dr. E. Williams. Reacticism plus pep you up. Okay. I had hypothesized that this combination might awaken my mind and senses to the greater realities around us. If that is true, then it seems my faculties were quite overwhelmed in this instance. Shortly after the dosage, I experienced cold sweats, tremors, and mild paranoia. It is perhaps due to these latter effects that most of my notes from the episode are of little use. Nevertheless, the effects were most invigorating. I will have to attempt a milder dosage once heart palpitations subside. So this guy's experimenting with drugs on himself. Berry extract. Oh, plus. Oh, God. After my previous experiments, I theorized that deadening the external senses might allow the mind's eye to glimpse the eternal. Alas, I was only partially successful. The combination of substances quickly rendered me both blind and feeble. So much so that I soon fell into a stupor. I awoke some hours later in a pile of my own sick and a most curious craving for Tyleritos. Okay. Oh, God. File empty. I think he might have died. Edwards A. What's this? Stella Bride. She's a wide-eyed colonist from Earth. He's a hard-working Saltuna farmer from Monarch. Their attraction blossoms into a whirlwind romance that transforms Stella Bay. Chapter 3, A Long Way from Arkansas. You can put your things here, Mr. Elliot said, leading Abby into a dim apartment. The place was small, but it had a certain cozy charm. Abby set her bags on the floor and loosened the straps of her jumpsuit. Oh dear. Mr. Elliot coughed, his face suddenly red. If you get warm, you can always crack the window. Breeze from the bay is real nice, just be careful about mantis swarms. As Abby went to take the room key, her fingers brushed his. He had strong, rough hands, as Altoona farmer's hands. She felt herself blush. You've been ever so kind to me, Mr. Elliot. Call me Archibald, he said. Oh, God. The Passion Broker, a renegade iconoclast driven by his ideals, finds love in the arms of a mysterious man with a tortured past. Will he follow his head or his heart? Chapter 2, Tall, Dark and Handsome. Come on up, said the voice on the comm. It was dangerous and smooth in a way that reminded Broderick of iceberg-aged whiskey. This person shouldn't be writing. The door slid open with a whisper of perfumed air. The hair rose along the nape of his neck and he proceeded up the stairs. The broker sat with his back to a top-of-the-line, mostly charcoal personal heater, slender fingers tented. So this was the mysterious recluse who manipulated Monarch from afar. Broderick could feel the warmth of the heater from across the room, but it was the look in the broker's eye that had him feeling feverish. The broker produced a pair of glasses and a bottle of something that looked expensive. He poured it off and held one of the glasses out to Broderick. For me, he asked, trying to ignore the man's smouldering gaze. Homoeroticism going on here? Indeed, the broker purred. I hear you're a man of bold tastes. Broderick took his glass. The broker continued, dark hair falling over darker eyes. That's why I've got a rare proposition for you. The glass nearly slipped from Broderick's fingers. He drank it in one gulp to hide the tremor in his hand. It burned all the way down. I've read worse that's been published. I can tell you that. Well, I mean, I've read 50 Shades of Grey, so I've definitely read worse that's been published. Clinic of the Heart. A battle-hardened young Earth Directorate soldier visits a remote clinic on Monarch to heal his injuries, but when he meets Gale, an elegant older nurse, she goes to work on his heart as well. Chapter 34, Healing Touch. Fletcher held her tightly. His strength had returned, that much was clear. Yet here he remained, at the clinic, with her. He shook his head as if he'd read her mind with his perfect green eyes. Gale, the Earth Directorate's calling me back. They want me protecting Byzantium, but I don't know how to leave, not after what we found together. Then stay, she whispered, letting her breath warm his ear. I can certainly find a position for you here. Oh, laws, he moaned, pulling her closer. She pressed a finger to his lips. Shh, the only law here is love. Oh, dear. Good God. That person should not be writing. Create new account? Oh. Fine. Oh. Oh, I can nick stuff. And I'm going to. This is bad. I shouldn't be doing this. Hello, what's that? Hey! There we go. What else is going on in here? I shouldn't be stealing, really, should I? Should I? But you know, I just can't help myself. Who's that? Abigail Edwards. I want to talk to Abigail.
Hello,
Hi.
dearie. Why, I don't believe I've seen you before. And with sweet cheeks like those, I'd remember.
Oh, you
What
flirt.
can Auntie Abigail do for you? Now that can't be. Ms. Ramnarine Wentworth has already exceeded the month's... Oh, dear me. She does have another dose of her allotment. How did I miss this?
Well...
My, but you are a dog.
Oh, you don't. You have no idea.
Here's Nyoka's caffeinoid, and if I know her, she's probably ready for it by now.
Oh, I'd say so.
Do take care of yourself, dearie.
These characters are great. I mean, every single character I've met thus far, I remember. The ones I've spoken to, I remember. In a way that most other RPGs just don't manage. Certainly not of this type, you know? I'm very impressed. I'm very bloody impressed with this game thus far. It's exactly what I want. It's what I want from an RPG. Memorable characters, good writing, excellent plot, you know? It's good! What's in there? What is this place? I'll be heading there soon, I've no doubt. I don't like you. I'll be talking to you in a moment. Hello!
Ah, the charmer.
That's me.
Welcome back. Drink, chat, or business?
I don't mind either way.
The above?
All of the above is fine. Yeah, I've got your magic pills. These things are dangerous, you know.
More or less dangerous than a steady supply of alcohol.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You take them.
Ooh, that hits the spot. Right in the, oh, no, there it is. There it is. Yes. We're in business. Let's go.
Did you see her pupils dilate? That was really cool. That was really cool.
Great. Where to?
So is she a companion, or what?
Oh, Hiram? I ain't checked in on that man in an age. He's running the giant radio tower we lovingly call Devil's Peak.
Oh dear.
We'll be going south and west, mostly along the road till we're past Fallbrook.
Oh.
Out there's a western slope that'll lead us through some fun.
Alright.
You like hunting, right? That's fun.
Yeah, I can go for that.
If you're more of a spelunker, Rotting River will take you into the mountain cavern.
That sounds fun too.
We'll discuss options when we get closer.
I like the idea of the
That
caverns.
said, 3's already a crowd.
Okay.
I don't mind waiting somewhere until you got a spot open.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I love Max and everything, but I'm gonna leave him on the ship
Hope
for
you
now.
like being part of our crew, Nyoka. We're real excited to have you.
Hey, rockin'!
Oh, no. Monarch ain't safe, even with me around. I've just got intimate knowledge of its dangers and an abundance of fortitude.
I'll bet. I like her
Don't tell me
outfit.
Because I know what you can shoot and what you ought to run from. That's a mistake you only get to make once.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Another companion. Okay, right. You know the score. Oh, we've reached a certain maximum on dialogue, so I'm going to put some on Persuade. Another one on Ranged, and I'm going to put one on Intimidate, I think. Excellent. Wonderful. Right, let's see what Nyoka's got. Okay, wow. Oh, she is tooled up. Excellent. Bloody hell. Level 13. Damage 42. That's alright. Damage. We might put the plasma launcher on her, actually. Let's see. What about her melee? 114. That's pretty good. Yeah. Let's leave her be for the time being. What about armor? What's she wearing? It's light, stealth plus 5. Ranged weapons, light. That would be pretty good. Armor 11. What is this? 16. That's pretty good. I'm gonna give her that, actually, just to give her a bit of oomph, you know. Oh yeah, I like that. Just for the look of it, you know? She's also got a perk. Oh, 2! Ooh. Increase your lie when Nyoka's in the party. That's interesting. Boisterous. I'm going to up her health. Battle hardened. That's cool. That's good too. So, excellent. Very, very cool. Okay. New companion.
Well, well. Isn't often we see new folk in Stellar Bay.
Hello.
First drink's on me, stranger.
Oh, you're nice.
Enjoy. If you're keeping Nyoka company, you'll need a few to keep up with her.
Ah.
Ain't a person on this planet who can keep up with me.
Yeah, I believe that.
Wait, we are talking about a drinking contest, right?
Now what can I do for you?
I don't know. What can you do for me?
Anyone who spends any amount of time in this bar is bound to get to know Nyoka. On account of her being here so often herself.
Hey, you ought to be paying me. Without me livening up the place, y'all would be wallowing in the misery that is your sad corporate lives.
Yeah.
I don't mean that unkindly, Nyoka. Anyone who's rid us of as many beasts as you have is entitled to a few drinks.
God, he's
Something
nice.
else I can do for you?
What a pleasant gentleman. And he looks a bit like Doug Bradley with a mustache.
Not since Amber Heights. These days we have more leaving than coming.
I
Off
imagine.
to join the Iconoclasts or some such.
Oh, that sounds bad.
Bunch of marauders broke into the executive compound, slaughtered everyone.
Ooh.
Corporations pulled out of Monarch not long after.
Ah.
I thought everyone knew. But then that was 10 years ago.
Oh, I was on ice.
Still feels fresh to us every time we look at our walls, though.
Oh.
Thought it had a fancy ring to it. Name's the first advertising anyone sees, after all.
Ah, I like that.
Nope. But a man can dream.
I like him. Let's leave then. Nice one, man. He's cool. So, what else have we got to do here? Journal. We have Radio Free Monarch. Yeah, that's the main quest. Side quests. The Grim Tomorrow. Celia, who works with Sanjar Nandi in the MSI building, should know about the State of Grim's poster. Herrick's Handiwork, Caleb Herrick and the other autoload are on strike. Let's do that one for the time being, because we're nearly finished with that one. There's lots to do. Lots to do. Okay, let's go sort this one out. Oh, that's miles away. But it's not miles away, it's just a ways away. You alright, guys? How you doing?
Wrapped musk and canid eyes, right here.
Oh, who are you? Named character? That's
Hello,
interesting.
stranger. Can I
Hi.
interest you in a raptidon tongue? Or maybe some canid toenails?
No.
You look like a man who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts.
Do I?
Sebastian, you ever get your hands on those pheromone sacs? Manipillars ain't gonna hunt themselves, you know.
I must have hunted a dozen, but I couldn't find a single sack on any of them. Must be looking in the wrong place.
Yeah.
Manipillars ain't got pheromone sacs. I just told him that so he'd stop asking me for advice.
At least I'm getting a good haul of claws in the process. You're in good hands, traveling with Monarch's top merc. Still, if you want any rat glands or manticlaws, I've got you covered.
I'm good, see. Why would I want any of that, yeah.
I don't know. Celia usually buys whatever I have, and Mr. Pickett seemed real interested. So I thought maybe I was onto something.
Yeah.
Mr. Pickett? Franklin Pickett from Edgewater?
That's him. He'd been here years, but he always talked about going back to Edgewater one day.
Oh. Yeah.
Sure. Mr. Pickett used to run the community center outside Edgewater.
Oh.
This grand idea to make it a museum for halcyon life.
Yeah.
As my dad told it, Mr. Pickett was always going on about getting a manta queen for the last display. He left the Vale, gosh, years ago.
Okay, that's
He
cool.
came to Stellar Bay years ago, just before the board cut us off. Ended up stuck here. He was always real interested in our monsters. Manta queens, especially.
Okay.
I kept telling him he was a fool for chasing Mana Queen tail. anyone looking to get familiar with the Queen is liable to become the bitch's supper.
Oh my. Well, I hope he's all right.
Oh
Haven't
shit.
seen him in a while.
Oh no.
Sure, they're real big. Hard to
Yeah.
miss 'em.
I've met them.
Well, I could send you to the same place I sent Mr. Pickett.
That's a good
But I
idea.
haven't seen him in a few weeks. To tell true, I'm starting to get a bit worried about him.
Yeah, send me, yeah.
Captain, can we look for him?
Sure.
I'd feel awful if somebody from home was in trouble and we didn't do nothing.
Yeah,
Tell
of
you what.
course.
I'll tell you where I sent Mr. Pickett if you promise to look for him. Help him out if he's got himself in trouble. Fair deal?
Sure, why not?
Thanks, Captain.
You're welcome.
All right then. Leave town through the southern gate, the one right here, and head past the abandoned ruins.
Okay.
Past the ruins? That's Manta territory, all right. My professional opinion is that we leave that idiot to his well-deserved fate. No offense.
Last Mana Queen I saw was in the wilds out that-a-ways. Could be Mr. Pickett still out there too.
Okay. Okay, cool. So, another mission.
Please, will someone help me?
Oh, dear.
Boy's in trouble.
Uh-oh.
Oh, thank you for stopping. Everyone acts like nothing's wrong, like my little boy isn't at risk of being eaten by some vile creature.
Okay, what's going on?
You have to help me get my little Tucker back. He ran away and is going to get himself killed. Oh, I just know a raptidon is melting him with acid as we speak.
Oh dear.
Oh, I just knew you were a good person.
Why does this
I said,
smell
"This is
bad
the
to
man
me?
To save your little Tucky, and I was right.
Hmm.
He ran out into the wilderness a few days ago. I warned him about the raptidons, mantisaurs, and marauders, the toxic sulfur pools and poisonous plants, but he didn't listen.
Oh dear.
Oh, law, Captain. Dexter won't last long in a place like this. Please, can't we help?
Sure.
You ain't wrong, but if he hasn't made it to Amber Heights by now, there's no saving him.
That's also true.
Please, won't you go and find my boy?
Sure. Yeah.
He's been pining for an adventure. Says he's tired of living cooped up behind the walls. But he doesn't understand how dangerous it is out there.
Hmm.
I warned him. A raptidon would snap him up first chance it got. I just know one's ripped his arm off and is gnawing on his sweet little fingers.
God, she's bizarrely morbid, isn't she?
Listen to his mama. I promised I'd keep him safe here with me.
Huh.
He's been listening to those awful broadcasts that the iconoclasts put out. I begged Sanjar to put a stop to them, but did he? No. And now I just know my boy's run off to Amber Heights. That is, if a Manta Queen hasn't spooled out and eaten his entrails for breakfast already.
Vivid.
If a queen got to him, he died quick. Ought to be thankful for that. Most aren't so lucky.
Oh, where's my fainting chair? I can't take this.
Okay, fine.
That old settlement, southwest of Stellar Bay. I don't know which is worse, the thought of my son shacking up with the nutty iconoclasts, or that he never made it. Sprats could be nesting in his rotting body alongside the road as we speak.
Oh, the images are very
Or
vivid.
maybe marauders got him, pulled all his teeth out, crushed him into their drugs, and made him snort them. Oh, the things that could happen to my sweet.
Oh, this is brilliant. Oh, fine, this is great.
Thank you. Oh, I know he'll be safe now that someone's able to fetch him home. You look for him in Amber Heights, you hear?
Brilliant.
It's down the road southwest of town. I'm sure he made it that far. I just know it.
Awesome
If you
stuff.
find any of them iconoclasts indoctrinating my boy, you punch them in the mouths. Tell them what I think of them luring little boys away from their mamas. It's immoral.
I love her. She's frigging ace. And then again, aren't all of the characters? What the hell is this place? It's heavily protected, isn't it? We'll sort that out when we've done a few of the missions, I think. Where are we even going?
Think about what goes on in a marauder's head.
They're crazy.
But they still manage to feed themselves, dress themselves, work together. Something like that.
All I need to know is that they're on.
Oh, it's in here, isn't it?
I'm sure someone said the same thing in Amber Heights.
I gotta find a new drinking buddy.
Yeah, they're upstairs or something, I think. Resident, you look like you're having fun there, holding up the wall. Who are you? Just a resident. Resident. Hello? Oh, here they are! Excellent! Oh, for some reason you already strike me as a dick. I don't know why. You look alright. Autoloader operator. Okay.
New face, huh? You from Offworld?
Certainly am. Captain Hawthorne, yeah.
A ship captain?
Ah.
I'll be. Here, let me buy you a drink. Consider it an MSI welcome.
Oh, okay, you're
Why
not
don't you
that
grab
bad.
A chair, sit a spell and revel with us.
Okay, you aren't that bad.
By the smell, he's been reveling enough for you both already.
Yeah.
Sure thing. What did you want to discuss? How'd you manage that? Wait, never mind. If I question it, it'll turn out not to be true.
Yeah.
Besides, I never follow how you got Velma to part ways with a bit card of her own accord.
Yeah, it was difficult.
Here, take this as compensation.
Oh, he was
It ain't a lot,
alright.
but I hope it shows how much we appreciate all you've done.
Ah,
Now, me and my
nice.
friends here better get back to work before Velma blows a fuse.
Yeah, she struck me as the kind who's slightly highly strung, you know? Cool, okay, we're already helping people out. Look at this! Oh, that is awesome! Of course, we're gonna have to head back out into the wilderness very soon. Is anyone watching? Is anyone watching? Yoink! Ooh. Oh. No, I'm not gonna steal from this place. Insofar as I can help it. Were you watching? Okay. What have we got in terms of... Yeah, let's save it. Let's definitely save it, just in case. You know. I don't... Yeah, I'm still thinking in Fallout terms. I keep thinking, oh, it's gonna crash or whatever, which all the Fallout games did all the fucking time. But this one doesn't. It's not that kind of game. It doesn't crash. Okay, so... what am I doing? I want quests. Okay, so weapons from the void, unreliable mention. Oh no, yeah, we'll do that later. The Grim tomorrow. Grim is waiting for a tossball poster signed by Great Bertie Blackhole. Check with Celia who works with Sanjar Nandi in the MSI building. Okay, let's try this one then. Ah, that's the MSI building. The big, heavily guarded place.
Could I get another advance, Mr. Nandi?
Just make sure it's properly logged.
I'll note it next to the others, sir.
Hello. Oh, no. I don't want to do that.
Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producers and purveyors of the finest salt tuna in Halcyon.
I've heard that boast before.
What can I do for you today?
You're having money trouble? Yeah, hang on, let's do the tossball poster.
Sending you is the first bright idea I've seen from that man, because I told him to stop bothering me about it a week ago.
Ah, right.
I still don't know anything about it, but if you want to help him, Velma's the one to ask.
Oh, really?
She's in the warehouse.
I've got to talk to Velma again?
But I'll warn you, Grim wore her patience thin a long time ago.
Okay.
Or is he not paying you on account of how he tried to fix the thing his own self and busted it even worse, and then said you wasn't fixing it fast enough, so he's docking your wages again?
Uh-oh.
Not that I got any prior experience with such.
Yeah, clearly.
Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most of my paycheck on Raptidon acid.
Why? Yeah. Well, that was stupid. Blunt.
Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth, or mantis worm wings. Whatever Sebastian has in stock, really.
So there's a market for this stuff. Yeah.
so I can talk to him, of course. He doesn't get going about much else.
Oh, right,
I
okay.
reckon she's got a little bit of a squish on this fella.
Yeah, I get it.
He's sort of the strong, silent type.
Okay.
Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff. And some of the neighbors are complaining about the smell.
Just ask him on a date, yeah.
I couldn't. What if he says no? Hey, maybe you could ask him for me. I mean, a no would still be bad, but it won't be quite as embarrassing if you ask.
Okay, fair enough.
Mr. Nandi's doing that thing where he breathes through his nose real slowly. I'd better get back to work.
Fair enough. Hey, Mr. Nandi, you look dapper.
Well, new business turns up at last.
I love your beard.
Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
Okay.
That you did, sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost savings not moisten the loins?
Okay.
You've often posed these very questions.
Yeah.
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me.
Okay. That's very... No, you have a meeting with me, yeah.
Celia, will you make a note of that for my self-review? Very generous.
Noted.
But not so generous I can't drive a good bargain. Now, who sent you? Rizzo's, perhaps? Or Auntie Cleo herself?
You're barking up the wrong tree. I'm charting my own path, yeah.
Out at Devil's Peak? If you're headed that far, I see you've brought the right woman for the job.
Oh, yeah.
Damn right.
But if you're here for him, I suppose that means you aren't here for Saltuna.
Sadly not. I've had my fill of the damn stuff. Hey, it could always be both. If I have to eat one more weird science project passed off as food in this sprat-fucked colony, I am going to stab someone.
Oh, a shame. I'd been saving a bottle of iceberg-aged whiskey for an occasion like this.
Seems like you're having a rough time, Mr. Sanjar. Are you doing quite all right?
Oh, don't worry on my account. This is merely the latest in a long line of professional erotic and athletic disappointments.
Oh.
I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board.
Oh. Yeah. That's a fair point.
Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now.
Yeah.
So-called is right. We've got our hazards, but we're still here, damn it.
Mm-hmm.
The board took off without so much as a thought for the folks left behind.
Yeah, we've seen the evidence of that.
I don't... Dang it, Captain, that's not right. Folks on Monarch shouldn't have to suffer just because the board says so.
That's true.
Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious.
That's a fair point.
You talk like Graham.
Who's Graham?
Freedom always sounds nice, doesn't it? It makes a rather pretty slogan.
Interesting.
But if you sit down and tally up the costs, how you provide for yourself in the absence of aid, how you protect yourself from a hostile galaxy, it starts to lose its shine.
That's a coward's answer. It is a coward's answer.
Well, Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
You really want
On
that?
our terms, mind you.
But will that help the people here, Mr. Sanjar? Keep them fed and safe?
Yeah.
That's precisely what I'm trying to do.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
I think they're well-meaning, but I think they're wrong.
It's true, our Celia is an alarmingly competent middle manager. At any other company, she'd be wasted in data entry. The plan she refers to is a two-pronged approach, and the first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended.
Okay. Yeah.
And a Mantisaur problem. And a marauder problem.
Mm-hmm.
Many problems, but they can all be solved with a Bolt 52 cartridge. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
Should we? Why not?
Oh, yes. I'm going to be up all night with this. All those blanks waiting to be filled, boxes waiting to be ticked.
Try to control yourself, sir.
You any idea how powerful this is? Corporations have been toppled with less.
Okay.
What a question! Bureaucratic micromanagement is the only way anything gets done in Halcyon, and proper documentation is a key part of that. For our part, a bill of liquidation/transfer Form 52 will protect our holdings on Monarch by temporarily assigning them to a pass-through entity once we drop our bomb on the board.
Okay.
Sort of. Really, we're just going to blackmail them into offering us a seat at the table.
Okay.
But really, whatever gets you excited about the idea, it's definitely a firm middle finger.
Excellent.
That's what I like to hear. I have reason to believe that one of the other corporations is operating on Monarch, illegally and in secret.
Okay.
Bastards. Leave us to our perils, then come back just to reap what they can.
If we can find proof, I can use that as leverage to encourage certain powers that be to accept our Bolt 52 and reinstate us on the board.
Okay.
You really think so? I admit I've been hatching this scheme for quite some time. I just needed someone capable to help me carry it out.
That would be me then, wouldn't
If someone
it?
is operating here, then Catherine's almost certainly supplying them out of Fallbrook. Perhaps she could be convinced to tell you where they are.
Convinced. Yeah. Oh.
Oh, I imagine you do.
Oh, yes, I do.
But as much as I love your can-do attitude and dangerous gravitas, Catherine handles all of our shipments.
Oh,
So
okay.
it would be best if you could leave her in one piece. Is that how you people put it?
Sure. Yeah. Watch it with you people.
Once you, subtly work out where this corporate facility might be, bring back proof of its operation. Maybe some nice letterhead. Or someone working there. That would do it.
Okay.
A foolproof plan if I ever heard one. I'll leave the execution to you.
Well, this sounds fun. Okay.
I see. And was his delivery of the MSI authorized greeting up to snuff?
That guy's a world-class moron. Oh.
Well, that's excellent. I'll see that your feedback makes it into his review.
Yay!
What else can I do for you?
We're helping people. What?
This has been my albatross.
Okay.
The shame of my career. I give MSI everything. My work, my youth, my left kidney, and for years, I was a joke to them.
All right. Okay. Your left kidney? You're in charge now. Yeah.
In charge of a scrap heap of a city. Abandoned by the board and surviving only through the hypocrisy of our trading partners.
That's true.
I hadn't thought of it that way.
Yeah.
But perhaps there's something to that.
Yes.
Thank you for that. Was there something else?
Okay. Well, let's leave it be for now.
Have you talked to Sebastian yet?
No, I haven't. I'll go and talk to him now, though. Cool your jets, yeah. I will go and talk to him, though, at some point. For now, though, what quest are we on? I want to kind of leave. I'll come back here and do a bit more of the RPG stuff in a bit. I want to go kill things. I'm getting antsy inside these city walls. Ew. Terra Ray Biological Overview. They're gross, aren't they? Really weird looking things. I just like, as I said before, I like the way that they don't really conform to any particular genus. They're like neither fish or reptile or they're kind of like squirrel-ish, you know? I love that. They're weird. It looks like a lot of work has gone into how the environments work and how the ecosystems work and how things have evolved and whatnot. It's very cool, I've got to say. It's very cool. Sure. What's up?
Hey, got a favor to ask you.
I thought that you might.
Figure while we're out here in the wilderness anyhow, we might stop in on an old friend of mine.
Okay.
Preferably before we get to Hiram's. It's on the way, don't worry.
Okay.
You don't seem the type to run off and get yourself killed, and I could use the help.
Fair enough.
I'll be upfront with you. I hate asking for help. I hate it. Every time I give someone the opportunity to disappoint me, they seem to make it their most immediate goal.
I'll try not to.
What I'm thinking, it's dangerous.
Alright.
Nothing we can't handle. I used to run with a band of hunters. Friends. 6 of us. We were on Monarch when the corporations pulled out, and we helped a lot of people pick up the pieces.
Right, okay.
I haven't seen 2 of them in years, and the rest I know to be dead.
Okay.
I'd like to gather their effects and bury them all in the same places, like the family we once were.
Okay.
First, we go to Hayes. I buried him a ways from our encampment. I need to pay my respects.
Seems fair.
I'll show you where he rests. He had a medallion in his effects. That's what I'll bring home to bury. Then we find my 2 lost trackers and bring them home.
Okay.
A long time ago, we built an encampment in one of Monarch's cave systems. Trouble is, a Mantiqueen showed up and kicked us all out. If we can find Rebecca and Anders, they'll know how to lure her out. Then, we kill the bitch and bury everyone's medallions together.
Okay. Sounds like fun. Let's go. Sounds like fun. Let's go.
Thanks, Cap.
Yeah, I like having that sort of can-do attitude in these games. So, when we come back, ladies and gents, sounds like we're going to have a bit of carnage going on because we're going to go kill a Mantiqueen. Until then, me dears, bye-bye!